Hello! Welcome back to the Last Remnant. I'm going to be recording a whole bunch of videos with DX Story as we used to do, and doing weird things like that a whole bunch of times, which shouldn't actually affect anything, but I need to figure out if I have resolved the issue, and the only way to do that is to record a whole bunch of videos until the issue happens, assuming it does. I don't know if it will. I hope it doesn't. But we'll just record, and then if it happens, we'll do something. Anyway, this is the Last Remnant. We're doing more side quests. We are in Ryoshia. We're in the pub of Ryoshia specifically. There are, I actually need to minimize that. There we go. There's a bunch of side quests here. One of them is, I think it's her, is a dungeon crawly one. This one I think is pretty easy, so we're probably going to do that one first, and then this one is a convoluted mess of bollocks that has to happen. We'll try and get all three of these into a single video. He wishes to speak with you. You have to talk to that guy first, even though he does not give you the quest, but you have to talk to him first before the other NPC is triggered. And not that kind of triggered. I mean, like scripting triggered. You know what I mean. Anyway, I actually really like the music in Ryoshia, by the way. I was hanging out outside of the bar for a while, doing some setting bollocks and whatnot. I quite like it. It's quite nice music. I will have to keep an eye on my frame rate to make sure it's always where it's supposed to be, but either way, say hello to the Marquis. The Marquise. The Flame Guardian. Okay, whatever. It does sound like it'll eat me, but okay, whatever. I believe this is a pretty quick quest. However, the Flame Guardian does have his own line of quests, or its own line of quests. Okay. The Marquis of Ryoshia seems like a nice enough fella. To me, anyway. Not an expert on nice fellows. Seems alright, huh? Does have that sweet mustache too, so that adds some points. So I believe this is a fairly short quest because it's actually this door right here. If you recall, last time we came through Lava Fender, we ran up to this door and it wouldn't open. That's because we didn't have the freaking key for it. I'm not sure what he does with the key. Maybe he just presses it against the side, I don't know, but... magic. There's a treasure chest in here. I actually don't know how big this area is. We're gonna end up fighting this too, because I want this treasure chest. I don't know how big the area behind this door is. I'm running on the assumption that it's not a terribly large area. Yeah, sure, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, sir.
Come on,
Hopefully this isn't a very difficult fight. It shouldn't be a very difficult fight. But it doesn't look like we're gonna kill them in one blow. Although, we did just hit two of them. This pleases me. We hit it with a flank attack, which does not please me, but whatever. We'll live. Again, I wish the game kept the minimap up so you could see what was going on a little bit more clearly. Because sometimes I don't remember who's attacking what and where they're going, like halfway through the battle phase.
Strike at their flank.
I think this is the last vulture, though. And it's dead, so... hooray! We are victor! Excellent. Some bollocks no one needs, some vitae root. Vitae? Is it vitae or vitae? I don't know. Either way, some gold. I approve. We're gonna you need gold for one of the quests we're doing. You need 10,000 gold. Or G, whatever it is. Is it gold? I don't know if the game ever actually tells you what it is. I don't want to fight him, because frankly I just don't want to fight him, so... if possible, which it seems like it will be possible, we'll just ignore him and apparently go to the depths of the underworld again. Didn't we come here before? Oh right, this is the place. Yeah, we came down to that little loop down there. Fair enough, I suppose. I thought it was a lot closer than this, but it certainly seems like we're gonna have to actually go on a bit of a trek here. Is there seriously nothing over here? Oh?
Come on out.
You can dig that? Oh. He's been a coin.
Okay, later.
I mean, sure, if you can dig that, apparently. Didn't someone need a Tashlin shell? And I didn't know where to get them. We'll do 3 digs and then move on. Come on, loot.
All right.
2.
Awesome.
At least it looped. I was hoping for like an amazing like 8 loop or something, but at least it looped. That's all I really ask for, is that it loops rather consistently. The griffins are usually fairly easy to get around as long as they're on the ground, because they have to get up. Excuse me, sir. I think that is our destination, not the wiggly-armed dude over there, who I'm incredibly suspicious of, by the way. I don't think either of those are aggressive. I believe it is this light, though, that we desire. Hello? I was expecting some sort of, like, giant fire elemental for the Flame Guardian, if I'm gonna be honest here. Will you destroy Vespalia? Okay. I guess. The 9 crimson shards scattered around this world. Okay. The, like, quick and dirty side quest, chronological order side quest list I have here says nothing about crimson shards on it. A shield, bangle, or blade? Well, out of those, for me, I think I would prefer the bangle. Now is not the time that we will be challenging that, though. That sounds like a difficult boss fight. Thank you for teleporting me back out. A vermilion stone that sparkles like flame. So, are there 9 cities? Because if there's 9 cities, that would explain where I get the 9 shards. Seriously? Why didn't you just tell me there's a passageway to get to the freaking... well, that's gonna be nice, though, that I can just go straight to the Flame Guardian without having to go through the entirety of that again. Let's not do that. Really quickly, let's check the world map and count how many cities there are. How many cities I know of, anyway. I think this is all the cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perhaps it is not all of the cities. I don't know... I've been to Melfina, right? Have I not been to Melfina? I haven't been to Melfina. Where the heck is Melfina? Melfina is story, I'm pretty sure, isn't it? I don't know, whatever. Apparently I haven't been to Melfina even though it's apparently story. It could be optional story, actually, now that I'm thinking about this. Because everything is technically story progression in this game. It's an RPG. You progress the story. Anyway, we're gonna do Grandma's Boy now. Not Grandma's Boy. That's an entirely different thing. We're gonna do the quest from Grandma's Girl here. I think that's her name. Yeah, Grandma's Girl. This one is also in Lava Fender. I don't know where in Lava Fender, but I'm actually gonna quickly check after we accept the quest here. It forgot how to do anything else. This is a weird story. Why are you telling random stories to people, woman? It's no place for senile old geezers. Maybe you shouldn't tell senile old geezers stories about people. Cave with the Sword is supposed to be in Lava Fender. Where in Lava Fender, who knows? But I'm not gonna sit here and search through the entirety of Lava Fender because it's actually one of the larger areas. So we will have to see. He's in the Path of Anguish. The question is, where is the Path of Anguish? Ah, that is the first area. Okay. And he is in I-20. I told you this place is large. Let's see, I-20 is right about there. Okay. Apparently he's right here? That's not right. Oh, it's the bandits. I'm not a psycho old man. What are you on about? I did have to blow something off my glasses though. Does that count as being a psycho old man? This quest is kill the bandits, find the dudes, so we're probably just gonna have to fight bandits all along the path, which is gonna slow this down quite a bit. We should easily be able to handle these fights unless something goes horribly wrong, but still, it is time taken, and I'm trying to maximize, get as many quests done as I can per video here without making the videos crazy long. The third quest I don't think has any combat, it's just a lot of running around, so... the blocks are real. I hate how when you get interference, the actual combat order is normal. I killed two, nice. So even when you get interference, which technically is basically like an ambush, they can still attack before you if they're faster than you. That annoys me to no end, and really it shouldn't. All of those were interference? Holy crap. I wish I could do that more frequently because look at this nonsense. Nice dodge. Again, I'm not sure how you dodge wind, but whatever.
Come now to victory!
To victory, otherwise known as mashing the A button and hoping one of you dingle-dongles does that. Thank you. We're about to rank 37 now, so what's that? 3,500 gold. The game is starting to throw out much larger quantities of gold now. Where am I? These are questions that I'd like answered. Am I in the freaking... Oops. I am in the Path of Anguish. Let's find a calm spot here. This'll do. Where am I? Where did I come from? Oh, that's why I'm confused. Okay, I should probably have opened that door actually, but I'll come back at some point and see what's behind that door. Is probably not a whole lot, but the reason I'm horribly confused here, apart from being me and me being easily horribly confused, is that the game started us at the bottom of this area rather than the top of this area where you would normally come in if you walk into the area. So I believe, despite the fact that we don't have a map, I believe we need to go this way. There's some more bandits here, so that's a good sign at the very least. Hello. Hello. I don't understand how these people see through those, like, metal masks that a lot of them seem to wear. They're like metal welding masks. I guess it'll give you a heck of a protection against everything in your face, but... hopefully this goes as well as the last time. It would be nice if I could get all of the enemies piled up in the center and then Caustic Blast, but... I can't pick where the enemy goes, and I can't pick when to use Caustic Blast, or where to use Caustic Blast, so... What I can do, though, apparently, is interfere every time in this specific enemy layout, apparently. Every single time. I don't know why, but apparently with this specific layout I can manage to do it. None of the other layouts, none of the random encounter bollocks, but this one, I am all over that. Max morale should make it really easy to kill these groups, even with the low AP that some of these people are using. As you can see, because it basically quadruples everything, even basic attack damage. Yes!
Who wants to be my guinea pig?
Tuck has been strengthened to be one of her weapons, I've already forgotten. So we have two people who know Caustic Blast now. This is most fortuitous. There appears to be something going on back here. No, that's an enemy. Let's see.
Damn.
I really should stop doing that and just face the enemy when they're charging me. Oh, well.
Nice.
I guess it's nice and then gets hit anyway. Oh no, defense down. That's the only group? Good. It's dead. That was an unnecessary amount of AP to spend. There's also an unnecessary rejuvenate, but sure, whatever. I think Dust Devil's the only attack these guys have that's actually an issue. And it's a line AoE, so... Why are you guys buffing? Did I tell them to buff? I should not have told them to buff. It doesn't matter, but I shouldn't have told them to buff anyway. How long can we carry this critical chain?
Prepare yourself.
That long, apparently, because David is not going to crit. He's against the critical chain, apparently.
There's still plenty
AP has grown, Gluttony has grown. Someone mentioned that the first time it popped up. It probably wasn't the first time, but at least the first time they noticed it. And they mentioned that his Gluttony had increased, and I was like, you know, you're right. That's actually kind of bad, now that I'm thinking about that. I should have actually just run by. I think we need to go around this way. If my upside down map reading skills are anything to go by, I believe this is the direction we desire. It is the direction we desire. He appears to have found something, the sword apparently. I wouldn't touch that, elderly warrior. Alright, yeah, that seems fairly painful. Hello. I'm just a spectator, you don't have to fight me, bro. Why can't we just be friends? No one ever wants to be friends. Alright, this is a slightly weird layout. So we're not actually gonna get interference on all of these. In fact, we're probably gonna get flanked on this west side here. The left side of the battlefield. That first charge at the start is always weird. Because if everyone spawns close to each other, they just run through each other. Very ineffectual attack there. Fury Blow 4. I think 5 is the highest it goes, so he's almost maxed out Fury Blow finally. I don't know how long he's had Fury Blow 4, but you know what I mean.
Alright.
I'm contemplating disbanding Rush's group and putting those members into other unions. It would give us less unions, which has downsides I'm sure you're aware of. It's useful for bosses to have a separate union like that can be used for reviving and all this other stuff, long-range attacks to keep them out, or extremely high-power attacks in the late phases of a fight. That was the wrong button.
When you hit, you really
We could have killed him if I'd gotten the button correct, but I didn't, so we didn't, and there you go.
I hate these half-baked mutant punks.
Also with the half-baked mutant punks. Swear to God, that woman and her half-baked mutant punks. These are just humans, they're not even mutants. We're very close to death there, but it didn't matter because they were going to use double time anyway. There's permafrost again. I like permafrost. I prefer that ability. Double time 3. Please hit 2 unions. No, he won't. I don't even know there's not 2 unions left. That was the last guy.
I feel stronger than before!
Someone just did something? Was it learned something? Did he just... How did he pick that up? Do we have to fight more bandits? Oh lord, you people. Go away. How many of you do I have to kill? We have a... Hello? He's yellow. What does that mean? Green is friendly. Red is enemy. What is yellow? Hates everybody? Because I can attack him. That's not good. I'm going to point that out to you guys. Especially since he has a cursed sword that eviscerates people just by existing, so there's that, I suppose. Hopefully he doesn't come over and kill me. Maybe if I just kill the bandits, he'll leave me alone.
I'll take care of this!
That's what I'm hoping, anyway. The plan so far seems to be working fairly well. Oh, hello. Okay. Rip that guy. Oh, he just shows up and instantaneously kills someone.
Good job.
He doesn't even, it's not even just kills them, he overkills them. They literally evaporated. Oh, this unit's botched, that's what's going on. Oh, most of the bandits are dead, and they're about to be all dead. They are now all dead. Which just leaves Milton, which we don't have to fight apparently.
I hope to put this power to becoming stronger.
Adept Cavalier. I wonder what happens if you attack him. We got a ton of gold out of this though, so I'm alright with that. Okay. There's a chest back there, by the way, probably containing the map. Oh my god, her face looks terrible before the texture loads in. Just teeth. That's all you can see is teeth. So apparently the... Oh, I don't know what that is. The old man teleports. And apparently has the strength with which to wield the sword. Fair enough. Can she stop with the smile? It's a creepy smile. What did we get? Is it a special item? It probably is. It is. A red stone known as the Rock's Frenzy. Well, that is another one of the, Ah, crap. What were they called? Freaking... I don't remember what they were called. Bollocks. Crimson stones. I don't know. Either way, we're gonna do this quest, which involves a lot of tedious running around, so make sure you pay attention to the steps here. The hip new thing for adventurers to do is trade treasures. Sure. A young man in Baltarosa, name of Rain. These extra N's. Righty-ho. Let us begin the journey of trading. Trading up, indeed. Not just trading, we're trading up. We're gonna make some money out of this. It's gonna take some time, though. Be aware of that. Mostly loading screens and walking time. Although I suppose that's not that... Spirit Cotton. I suppose that's not that much different than most of the other quests we end up doing. Oh my god, why does left go to the castle? Why does left not go to the world map and up go to the castle? This game. Anyway, we need to head to Baltarosa's pub, which is in the merchant slot, despite the fact that I keep forgetting it's in the merchant slot. We still need to get Cademan. Oh, I forgot to look up his name again. God damn it. We need to get him to do his bollocks so we can actually do his quest line. At some point. We'll get around to it, hopefully. We also need to finish this dude's quest line in here, but again, that's just going to be a passive thing that we do. We need to unlock that other area first, anyway. We are looking for a man named Rain. Hello. Who are you, wise old man? He looked funny, so I wanted to see who he was. We do. Get me the Ring of Morning Calm. A lady named Alyssa and Balak. And if you don't have Balak, then you have to unlock Balak, but that just requires running through a single area, so it's not really a problem. That's what we did in the other episode, is we ran through those areas to unlock the stuff. So now we get to go to Balak. And this is the part where you need gold, because you need to pay this woman 10,000 gold. Excuse me. Thank you. Freaking... This game and its world map selection and town selection is a little bit wonky sometimes, because left doesn't always end up going left for some reason. I believe this is the pub, otherwise known as the Rift, which is a great name for a pub. Gotta say. Hello, are you who I desire? No. Are you who I desire? No. Oh wait, she's not in the pub, is she? Or they. I think it's she, because Alyssa. Alyssa sounds like a very feminine name to me. Where's Alyssa? Alyssa, where art thou? Ah, there you are. I've come to make you rich, woman. Purchase it for 10,000 gold. Yeah, sure. The suspicion in her voice is suspicious. I don't need to run that way because there's an exit right here. Now we get to go back to Baltarosa. I hope you're having fun with this side quest, by the way. It's a great side quest. Hopefully it's the only one of this nature in the whole game, because I hate side quests like this where you just go back and forth and talk to people for a quarter of a second and then go back and forth. Hello. Sure, buddy. That may have actually been what was required to trigger his quest inside of Cafe Moondust, so at some point we'll do that if that is true. It is actually enough to trigger his quest because now he's right there. Despite the fact that we walked here before him, he's in fact standing in front of us inside of the bar, but whatever. So this is the start of where it gets a little bit weird, because surely you'll say, yeah, we'll trade you that for the scabbard because that's what we're here for. What you're gonna say though is no. And then when he throws in a tuck, you say, okay. It gives us a tuck. This is actually the second tuck that you would have if you do it at this point in the game. Righty-ho. We could use the tuck. I do not wish to use the tuck, though. I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you. There it is. It's not a bad weapon. It's actually a pretty good defensive weapon. I think it's one-handed, too, yeah. So you can use the shield with it. It gives you some pretty nice stats. What I'm hoping will happen is that, where is she at? Emma here. M.E., sorry, Emma's dead. We'll take the second tuck and use it instead of this Ethlumian. The Ethlumian is nice. I don't know what military issue does. I forgot to look up all the weird effects and stuff. It's nice. It has basically no mysticism, but it has good attack and its Mighty Maul modifier, which is a pretty good modifier. But I think I'd rather have her using tucks for the mysticism stat on it. She probably won't take it because she probably likes the other weapon better, and the other weapon is a +1. But what I could do is take this new tuck that we have and then upgrade that a few times. I don't know how many times I'm willing to upgrade it. And then at some point she'll ask for it because it's better than what she has. What was I doing? Ah yes, we have to go to Elysian. We have to go to, I think here? Hello? I was about to ask how do I get down there, because I've never actually gone down there before. I didn't even know it existed. But never mind, we just go around. Hello! You wish to reverse the trade, yes. So, again, you're gonna say no to his offer. And we will trade the wine. So now I have to go back to Balak. So at this point, we have the Ring of Morning Calm. I think. We have something. I've actually forgotten what we have. We have an Ancient Scabbard and something. I don't remember what... Oh, we went the wrong way. At the very least, we have the Ancient Scabbard, which is the important part here. We're gonna take that back to... What's her name? Alyssa. It's a tedious process. We're about halfway done, by the way. Excuse me, thank you. Left goes left, please, game. Zenki. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure we don't have to go into any dungeons, so it's not very long to do this, as long as you have a general idea of what you should be doing. It's not terribly difficult. It's just kind of tedious to go back and forth. Nothing but a child's doodle. Calling me child? Woman? Thankfully though, I know whereabouts it is. I think it's over here. There it is. Hello. We've obtained the map of memories. And then we're just gonna ignore her because she doesn't want the map and continue on. Suppose we could check our inventory to see if there's anything about the map in there before we give it off to someone. Map used by a traveling couple long ago. It is torn and smudged, making it useless. We have to go back to, I think it's Baltarosa? No, it's Elysian. Back to the dude we talked to over here. To show him his newfound, or no, not newfound, his refound map. Because map. Why not? I don't know. Well, what kind of value this map has. Maybe it's his map, and maybe he drew it. Hooray, an irised stone. Does she have a bunch of rare items? I don't know. The only time I talked to her, I paid her 10,000 gold, so at the very least she has a fair chunk of money now. In this world, 10,000 gold is quite a lot. You can do a lot of things for 10,000 gold when you're not funding effectively a military, anyway. So we're gonna go back to Alyssa. Why do I keep adding an I in there? Have I been doing that every time, calling her Alyssa? Why am I doing that? Maybe it's because Alicia. I don't know. Anyway. Take this ring of morning calm. I sold it to you, and yet somehow it's come back in. What do you mean, come back into your possession? Oh, did we trade that off to someone? I forgot. I completely forgot. Either way, we now have... You look just like Alicia, woman in front of me. We have an ancient scabbard, a map of memories, and an irised stone now, as well as that ring. Why do I keep running that way? That's the long way out of town. Look at them, they're twins! They're quite literally the exact same model, and they walk right past each other. To be fair, she's a quest NPC, so she very well may not be there when the quest isn't active. So we're gonna head back to Royosha. And the Byong sector. Byong. Best sector name. This is actually the end of the quest. We have to run back here. So there's no teleportation involved in this quest, sadly. If it teleported you, you could finish this quest in like a couple of minutes, which would be silly. You also wouldn't have to find anyone. Apparently that map is his. So we get the irised stone again. How many different times we can get the irised stone in this quest, I'm not sure, but we also get the Godstone of Wisdom, which is one of several Godstones we now have. I think. Yeah, we got Godstone of Love, Godstone of Souls, and the Godstone of Wisdom now. Those Godstones don't do anything right now, but as far as I'm aware, I think those Godstones affect the final boss, the true final boss, in that depending on the Godstones you have, I think it modifies, at the very least I think it modifies skills. It might modify stats, but I don't know. Either way, that is not all of the quests in Royosha, apparently. What other quests are in Royosha? Nagapur. Is there, did I just miss one in Royosha? Must have just missed one. I want to know if this is like a long quest, but I can't actually find anything else. Or is this... Let me just talk to the dude, see what he says. Oh, that's just a dude telling me to go to the castle. Okay. So all of the quests, as far as I'm aware, for Disc 1 in Royosha are done. There's still a lot of quests left, but we're down to much less than what we started with, which makes sense considering we've actually done quite a few side quests now. And a lot of the quests left are all sorts of over the place. So it's going to be a bit weird. We'll have to see. Either way, that's going to be it for this video. Next time we're probably going to go ahead and do a bunch of quests in Balak. Probably all of the quests in Balak. And then after that we're probably going to start doing miscellaneous quests, because a lot of these towns have one or two quests or whatever just tucked in them. Baltarosa has one at least. Elysian I think has at least one. Gore has a few because we haven't done Gore at all. Might do Gore after Balak. Take out the big chunks, all the like quests in a single city kind of stuff. I don't know, we'll have to see. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.